2 hours. Federation Square, I give you!
We will never be, we can never be cool like that.
You want to make it longer? We could make it longer.
Well, my thing is, to me, this is the best bit when you go into the bar.
We can never be cool like that. Never speak in the Baltic streets. Let's crash again with the villagers.
Yeah, you know, I'm watching, I found myself watching the screen, you know, the video screen out here. I'm standing right in front of the window, but I'm watching the screen because I'm used to that view, you know. You're so addicted to reality TV and it's 2 feet in front of you, you're still watching the TV going, what is he doing?
No, it's another TV reality show. That's what I reckon it is. And
Well, it's not a bubble.
yeah.
Well, it wasn't a bubble.
I know it does fail as being a bubble. It's more of a glass box.
Actually, it's not a bubble, it's a dome with a square in a bubble. Which I was quite surprised about when they say the bubble.
Like, I kind of figured they've got a cavity wall there. Why don't they fill it with water, have fish in it, and bubble show? But there's no bubbles. I mean, it's kind of a bit of a false impression. The other thing is you can't see the people inside.
This is real.
This is actually more real to life.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit more real.
It's a lot more real.
This is raw and real.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I admire the experimental approach. That's great. I've never seen somebody that was packed in so tightly. They've got, you know, their bunks sleeping right next to where they're playing drums. It's perfect.
It's just a crazy idea. I need to get a better understanding of it, but my understanding is that they're in there recording their album.
In the middle of Fed Square, man, recording an album, and I think it's going to hit the charts big time.
Probably wouldn't buy the CD, but I'm certainly interested in how they work, you know, especially inside a bubble and producing and recording their own music. I think that's interesting to watch.
They're real people in the bubble, and they're doing a real job. They're not sort of the real people who are trying to become media celebrities in the bubble, you know?
Regurgitator is probably the only band I know who can challenge themselves in such a extreme way, and they must be extremely sane to do such an insane thing, and they are not going to be sane by the end of it. I don't think so.
I'm just intrigued that you made your way in, because I was assured by several people that this bubble was, that there was absolutely no way anyone could get in or out, which was, you know, to us pretty evident because it's, you know, the fence is high. I'm just wondering how long it took you to work out, yeah, we can get in there.
Actually, I was told, a dirty rumour a couple of days ago, that they'd come out of the bubble. Seriously, I thought they were out of the bubble and that was it.
This is kind of my soapbox. This is what I've been doing ever since the 70s. I've got gadgets on my keyboards to sculpt the sound in real time. The same way that, say you had a saxophone, right? You hear a saxophone player. It's not like, bam, 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 bam. They'll sort of, depending on how they blow and you know, press, you know, the embouchure and everything, you get the squeaks and the rasps, and it's kind of like it's talking to you.
I'm Rebecca Yu, and okay. I'm Rebecca, and I like to eat fries. Young kids like us, except now they've been around for ages, so probably like the older fans are like probably in their 25s or 20s and stuff. But yeah, kids like them.
Kids like them. Those
Yeah,
ones over
them.
there. Those ones over there.
The 14-year-olds like them.
Now, you were saying that you and your dad came on the train? And how long did that take?
I don't know.
Did it take a long time? Did you get bored? Does he like Regurgitator? Has he got any albums? Do you like Regurgitator? Have you got any albums? Where have you heard them before?
On telly.
On telly. Like what sort of telly?
the one in the lounge room.
Involved in the competition of liking the band the most.
Yeah, kids like them.
It'll give them a whole new experience that they can work off.
Not really, because they like the bit, out of whack anyways, because, it's Regurgitator.
You know what they do in that little back room bit there? Take hard drugs.
I reckon they're trying to get just the general public as big a cross-section as they can to expose as many people as they can to it, And even if they don't buy the record, they'll hear the song on the radio or hear a clip of it on, a television show, or maybe even, as usually happens, it'll get picked up by the ad companies and turned into some jingle that they can't get out of their head because it's played on the advertising channels 6 days a week, 365 days a year, and drives them crazy, So yeah, sooner or later, it'll get into everybody's space, one way or another. Culture's like that, you can't ignore it.
So what I reckon these guys have got happening is they've got the hype meter really quite cranked up.
I reckon that they heard it or seen it on digital TV or something like that. You know how the grapevine is in Melbourne.
Getting their dial on the big screens and getting everyone talking about them. And you're talking about them, aren't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I see real instruments in there, so I know that it's not all hype. Looks like they're actually making rock.
The only thing I think is it's a little bit sort of flat. Yeah. And I'd like to somehow bring that out. I know there's no cymbals and stuff. You guys could like the drums.
We're ripe to now watch really boring TV with bits of interesting stuff.
I think the fact that they're in there being professionals is so much better than most of the reality TV television I've seen in England, where you've got people who are so performing to the camera, and what I'm loving about this is they're not, which makes it, I think, so much more fascinating. And they're doing a job, they're making music. You've got the thing that you're waiting to hear what the music's going to sound like, and that means that I definitely think I want to buy the album. I want to hear what this was part of when it finally is finished.
Yeah, everybody has that curiosity of what happens, how they do create it, and if you can turn the TV on and actually watch them, it'd be a more amazing experience instead of getting a DVD of the step-by-step, we want to show you this bit, not what actually happened. There's a difference.
Okay, this is The Strangest Dream by Arlo Guthrie. It's a cover, and
it's about anti-war.
Yeah.
If I was a local musician down here, I'd get down and watch this every day just to learn how to, the mystery of making music.
I think it's excellent. I think this is actually entertaining reality TV as opposed to the others that we've been, forced to watch.
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting entertainment and I'm learning, how they do things bit by bit.
I've learnt a lot just from watching Magoo that you just have to hit the space bar to start recording. And then to stop recording, you just hit the space bar again.
As always, all we've heard is a few drum beats here and there, a few bleeps and bloops, and I don't know, I've lost my pen.
That's why they invented drama in the first place, to cut out all the crap.
I mean, if you want to just see people doing what they do in a lounge room, you just might as well sit in your lounge room and see what you're doing, kind of thing. I think the answer, the thing that's most important with all these bloody couch potato programs is don't be a couch potato, do something else. So yes, less TV, more creativity, I think.
We need to write some more songs. Is that possible in here? I think we need to get some more songs together. I mean, we need to do about 4 more songs, and at the rate we're going now, everyone's pretty tired.
This is real. This is not so much as a interruption.
I think it's pearls before swine, really.
To the natural flow of life. Regurgitator would record their album anyway. This is just a way of setting it up so we can watch them.
I like going down into the Museum of the Moving Image, which is good. I see all those fabulous projectors being used for really strange purposes and thinking I could have one at home and actually run proper American DVDs, like with good images and a story and maybe a little bit of naked breast, a bit of pubic hair or something on SBS.
Dangerous. It's a dangerous endeavour.
I don't think I'll ever be caught dead running this bubble, hey? It's a bit, I don't know, it just seems wrong for some reason, like it's a sellout of some kind.
You can't have a go at this. This is just the best idea, I think, and most innovative idea that I've heard a rock and roll band do worldwide. and I'll say it live on the jam room.
For someone like me who's been around since the 70s, you know, there's so much that I've heard before, it's really hard to get that new excitement.
I'm so jealous of the magnitude of the project. It's beautiful.
I definitely want to buy this one because I know I was there, and hopefully I'll be in their film clip that when it comes out the drop. Yeah, because I was right there in front, standing like this.
I'll have to say, what credibility now, you know?
No. And I think Regurgitator have been one of those bands that have always surprised us, always had different albums and different sounds and experimented in different sounds, and this is just another version of that. Like, let's lock each other in a room and come up with an album in 21 days and let's see what a different sound it'll be.
I would say they're probably the best Australian band and probably one of the best bands in the world.
I don't know, I kind of think they're the least significant part of the process.
I work in the music scene maybe three nights a week, helping mates set up and working the PA, and you know, it's Regurgitator's a tiny drop in the whole sea, you know. I like to, you know, switch in between channels, watch a bit of the Go, see how they're going. And
I come out as a fan, you know, but I'm kind of switching roles all the time, sometimes as a Regurgitator fan and trying to connect with them because, like, oh my God, there's Regurgitator, you know, and then other times I'm looking at it and looking at everyone else looking at it.
What the f is this shit? I know it's good. How the f did you get here? Who the f is he? Get out of him, get him out of here. What the f is that about?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't swear excessively if I was in their position, but I would drop the odd F word because once you say people stop and they turn around and look, just give them a little zap, let them know we're still a little bit cheeky. We're not totally commercial, although I try not to use that word. It's starting to rain, man. You've got an umbrella and I don't.
There's this kind of, you know, clash of what's going on here, and people, I think the great thing is that people want to see them. They see the signs, but they see them and they try and connect, and then I think hopefully, I haven't heard any of the lyrics or anything like that, but hopefully there's still the same kind of self-aware kind of thing, which forces people to think about it.
I suppose with their political, like with their pictures of the refugees and their stance on political issues, it's a good gimmick, just like that guy that walked off Big Brother and put this tape over his mouth. It's a very, hello, will you look at this issue? And especially reaching the younger demographic that doesn't usually take an interest in politics. It's very good that way.
I think Peter Garrett, for social and political issues for Australia, and environmental issues are so important. I thought, well, a good way of getting some of his merits and what he's trying to get across is bring his posters to the bubble. So they've put it up. I know that Regurgitator are supporting the Greens, and so do I.
My badges. Women fighting for global justice. Wilderness, not wood chips. Fight corporate greed, save our planet, and just feminine resistance is a tough one.
Surrealism.
They're real.
Yeah.
I thought they were plastic. I bet you taste good with some barbecue sauce, boy.
Yeah.
Look at it. He even licked his own tongue. He's like, yeah, my cousin, I ate him like that. I know how you feel. Boy, what's up? You got a blue tongue? Or now, 5 days in the cave, let me tell you, you have some real personal conversations with ants, flies. Every time a kangaroo ran past, I was like, yo, Skippy, what's up, dog? So, you know, I had a real good time talking to the animals, you could say, and being creative, you know. Fortunately, they left me with my bass guitar. Snoop Doggy Dogg, Puff Daddy, Jurassic 5, George Clinton, Ja Rule, Ashanti, Beyonce Knowles, actually Destiny's Child.
Christina Aguilera coming out on the MTV Awards with Redman from Wu-Tang, who, you know, was an underground rapper with his pop princess, and then out of nowhere, Dave Navarro, who would come to the opening of an envelope, by the way, steps out of the crowd and busts out with some guitar solo. What's this? Some junkie from heavy metal, one of the underground hip-hop dudes with Christina Aguilera. They've mixed everything into some sort of just pop music machine now, and it's getting disgusting and horrible.
Slim Dusty, Silverchair, Jimmy Barnes, James Redfield, just an amazing little collage of interesting people.
Let's go for it whenever you're ready.
Lines or just blowouts?
Just effects. Crazy effects.
I come down here last night for about half an hour and I've seen some really, really strange people and I went home and painted them last night.
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. Hi, I'm Jeff Viking Lewis. I've just been playing with Regurgitator and you haven't. Ask me a question.
Are you recording this, by the way, at the moment? Or? Yeah, right. One of the girls who we were talking to this morning, she gave us one of the cards saying that you do that you can SMS
lyrics or their suggestions for lyrics to a number. They will get sent into the band and they take them the prerogative to put them into their songs.
So I was actually thinking of doing like a gibberish kind of just cut and paste with vocals so they could put it on the album.
We are in the bubble, we are freestyle in the bubble, we are flowing the juices down, we're just trying to break down, we're just trying to break all communication down.
But I'm actually trying to find a friend of mine that I used to go to primary school with. So maybe I'll just ask either of them if they could just every day at a certain time say something about me, trying to find my friend.
Love. Bit of love and bit of rumble. We just want to get funky and get down and get groovy. I love your work, guys. Thank you.
We'll rev them up for you. Does anyone out there want to come and scream? So sit for a while.
For as long as you can.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Thank you very much. Thanks so much. Thanks a lot, guys. See you guys later.
It's a cultural event, and I'm not sure kind of what that really means, and I don't think anybody really cares either.
Massive publicity. But not just massive publicity, of course, but not to be too cynical. I expect large amounts of interaction with people. Like
yesterday they had this this guy come with a trumpet or tuba or something like that, either yesterday or the day before, so seeing that was pretty mad. They got someone from the street to do it.
You're stuck outside, which is slightly different from your normal recording. Usually you're in the studio and you've got a couple of guys that you have, a couple of drinks with, and it's very chilled out. Here it's a bit more pressure. You've got a lot of people looking at you. You've got cameras everywhere.
Interfacing with kind of the, audiences and also, this whole kind of connection with making, getting people up to jam with them and so forth. So it makes it more of a folk album, if you like, in a way. So it'll be interesting to see what it sounds like when it comes out.
Well, we posted a letter just before asking if they could play the Benny Hill theme.
Yeah. Well, last night when I was here for about half an hour and I'd say there would have been 15 people and easily 10 of them had guitars with them.
This kicks ass.
Yeah.
Big Brother absolutely sucks because, it's a load of rubbish and, you can't really get close to them. Whereas this, you can go up and, I'm your son! Throw yourself up against the window and, just make fun of it and have a good time with it.
There's a lot more interaction between the audience and the band.
Hey, good, how are you? Sounding cool, man. Look, I don't want to hassle you or anything, but I was just wondering, I play didgeridoo and got a few different ones tuned to different keys and stuff like that. I was just wondering, do you have any tracks where you might, want a didge sound or something?
We had a old Aboriginal guy down here the other day.
All right. Oh yeah, yeah. Only if you guys, only if you're interested. Otherwise, don't worry.
Yeah, that's cool.
I find, for me, these places are very intimidating. I feel I shouldn't really be here. I'm actually a poor person from Broadmeadows, and this is just culturally inappropriate for me to be here.
Wow, I've seen, well, of course, teenage high school students.
I'm Eccles, and I like baked beans.
I saw bands hanging around, all come together to have a look and be jealous and drool.
My name's Chad. I play in a band from California called Switchfoot, and we're just on tour in Melbourne today. Just stopped by to check out the bubble.
And well, all the infamous city zombies and weirdos.
So what category would you fall in?
I'd like to be the city weirdo, but
My name is Maeve, and me and my friend came down the other day and we'd written a note and we wanted to see if they'd stuck it on the window. So yeah, we just came down and I had my babies today, my lizards, and I thought I'd bring them too just to see if I could get the guys' attentions with the lizards.
Yeah, for sure.
And see how they'd react.
Have you been successful yet?
No, they've kind of ignored us so far.
Hi, my name's Jay.
My name's Dave Hicks.
My name is Richard English.
AKA Ozzy Sparkadoo, AKA
The Sonic Manipulator, musical spaceman, interest in gadgets and devices, making a few bucks and hopefully getting rich and famous.
My name's Clayton Anderson. We're in Federation Square at the moment. There's a group of us with Work for the Doll.
My day job's with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra.
So we'll do water tunes like Flipper, Row, Row, Row the Boat.
I do poetry, I do stand-up comedy, I do music.
Did a Christmas album with Tiny Tim.
And if you're interested, it's going to the highest bidder. We are doing a pilot and we want to show you the pilot. So if you're interested, give us an email at jamie.isaacson@thejamroom.tv.
I haven't exactly worked out all the fine details yet, but I basically, just something creative and something funny, because that's where most of my talents are. As you can tell, because I'm being so funny now.
And you guys are making a pilot, is that right?
Well, if I had the IQ and the intelligence and the eyesight, I could have been a pilot. But on a serious note, I'm hoping to go, well, we're doing it more for the love of the music. And I mean, if the music succeeds, we will, because we're pushing the music hard.
My name's Karen Madden and I'm from Tasmania. I perform in a duo with my friend Gatti. We're called Savesh. And we've come over here to basically promote our music and just get a bit more insight into how a lot of the culture of music works.
My name's Gatti Burnett, I'm from Tassie and I'm in the duo Savesh, and we're here to play music, see culture, experience and learn new ways. Inspirato, it's Melbourne, it's not Tassie.
You can't rap for crap, so shut your trap, you filthy rat, unless you want to scrap, because this is skip-hop. This ain't no hip-hop, and so don't think you're shit hot, or you'll get got for fronting up and saying that you're something you're not. Now what? You don't want to mess with me. I'm CRAIG, I'm from MELBOURNE/3MP, for my LIFE until I DIE, and RIP I'll always be a fucking NYC, because I'm a SOB. I'll fuck you up as a result, and my mouth's a 4-5 Colt. You're under verbal assault. These rhymes are hardcore, they're rough, rugged and raw. They leave you sore like a cracked you in the jaw with a 4x4. And to be sure, you won't dribble shit no more. I'll fucking run you down in a stolen Commodore. 454, foot flat to the floor, with me Stez a full ball. Running from the law, cause every day is like a war. There you go.
We could make it longer. Well, my thing is, to me, this is the best bit when you go into the bar. We can never be cool like that.
No, because I was listening to the people that you interviewed just before, and I totally disagree with a lot of the stuff that they were saying.
What did they say that you disagreed with?
That everybody knows who they are, and they're going to be more famous after doing this. But
He still won't know who they are when we walk away.